What's going on, everyone? My name is Dylan Lundgren. I'm an addiction recovery advocate and speaker. And what I want to talk to you about today is emotional expression. Emotional expression. It's something that's often overlooked in the addiction recovery process, and yet is a very real thing and a very necessary part of recovery. See, we realize that by years of drug use, toxins build up, and in order to get into recovery, we need to detox those toxins. What we don't think about is how emotions can build up, and we need to detox those as well. So that's what I'm talking about today. Dr. Bessel van der Kolk, a pioneer in trauma research, says that we need to feel sensations rather than just talk about them. We need to feel sensations rather than just talk about them. In other words, we need to express. See, I might be angry and I can talk about it, but it's different than expressing it. Language of the mind, verbal, language of the body, expression. Get the difference? We need to express some of these emotions. That being said, we don't necessarily need to express it at the individual or institution that we're angry at. We might be able to pray or meditate as well to make this transform. However, eventually we all have emotions and we all need to express them. In recovery, especially during post-acute withdrawal, that early stage of recovery, which can last anywhere from a few weeks to a few years, those emotions can show up and it can be like a freaking roller coaster. One day we're amazing, next day we're freaking horrible. We need to be able to have a space to release and express these uncomfortable or even toxic emotions. If we don't, and they build up, it can create havoc on the system. We don't want that. We want to be at peace. We want to live healthy, recovery-oriented lives. And so we need to express our emotions. All right? All right. How do we do that? Well, we need to find a space where we feel safe. In the book Culture Code, Daniel Coyle talks about belonging cues. Belonging cues are the things that make us feel safe. One of those belonging cues is a shared positive future, a shared purpose or vision. That can be recovery. Another one of those is a connection to oneself and others, a sense of connection to oneself and others. How do we do that? Having experiences that bring us closer together can accomplish that. One such experience that I know of is called a poetry slam. A poetry slam is a competition invented in the 1980s by a Chicago construction worker named Mark Smith, in which poets present their original work and are then scored, I know it may seem a little crazy, scored by members of the audience. But see, the context here isn't to judge and score somebody. The context here is self-expression, a fun, playful, encouraging, accepting atmosphere. That's the context. And through that context, it creates a sense of safety. And people tend to bring forth beautiful, gritty, humorous, sarcastic, deep, sentimental, uplifting content. By doing so, they express some of the stuff that's been held back. Sometimes we even hold good stuff back. Maybe we're really playful at heart, but we're terrified to express that. Having a safe space to express that is important. And we can find experiences that create that safety and that sense of connection and hit those belonging cues. Daniel Coyle also says in his book, safety is the foundation on which strong culture is built. See, I'm passionate about increasing engagement in the recovery process and improving long-term outcomes. And I think culture and community is at the crux of that problem and that solution. Currently, there's not a lot of treatment communities that I know of that create a safe space for this deeper expression. And yet, it's still very important. So I want to support you in finding that for yourself.